Welcome back, everybody, to Parlor 10, where we're going to have a second space and time where we're going to speak with Jennifer Fiedler, and we're so excited to have her back. Carrie, how are you?
I'm great. Yeah, I love talking with Jennifer, and she's got such a great energy and a unique perspective on the world.
Yeah, and it was such a great conversation, and we were just getting to the juicy stuff last time. So I'm super, super excited. So without further ado, I'm just going to bring her up. Welcome back to the Parlor 10 stage, Jennifer Fiedler. Hello, Jennifer. How are you today?
Great, thanks.
Good. I'm so glad to have you back. Last time we ended where we were talking about the toxicity in Hollywood and how there's a different way. We were also talking a little bit about how you walked away, and I want to hear a little bit more about that walking away. What happened when you realized I'm burnt out and or I don't want to be completely burned out and I need to leave. I need to get out.
Yeah, I had just come off yet another grueling TV movie experience, and I was out on my back porch at my place in LA, chilling with a beer, watching a magnificent sunny Southern California sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And this insane dialogue happened in my head. This tiny little voice I'd never heard before said, "I don't give a fuck if I never make another movie again." And the big loud voice said, "What? What did you say? Shut up." And the little voice said, "No, I'm done." And the big loud voice was like, "What do you mean you're done? You love what you do." And the little voice was like, "Yeah, no, I don't." And so it was insane, man. Right. And it never occurred to me. I thought I loved my job. I thought I was adept at dealing with the stress and the bullshit and the toxicity. And I've always enjoyed appallingly good health. And here's this little thing saying like, "Yeah, no, I really hate that." So that was like my first cosmic bitch slap for sure. And it took a long minute, and I went over. It took a really long, epic, like 10-year overseas global adventure for me to realize that Hollywood had left me with a gift of a mindset that embraced my worth and radiated confidence that made me trust myself and my decisions and have no fear of uncertainty or risk, and to be at ease being myself without needing to compare myself to other people, and that authenticity is the lodestar through everything we do in life. So that was a huge revelation. And now it's come around to bite me in the ass by hooking me up with Carrie in an industry that I love. So I didn't want to make any more movies. That little voice said that. That little voice did not say, "and fuck the film industry." That was my misinterpretation of what was said. What I am advocating is understand that it's going to come back and don't push it away, because that's where you live.
I love that, and I think it's beautiful advice. Don't push it away when it does come back. And it's always beautiful when we have the wherewithal and the awareness to say and recognize that what we thought we interpreted what is not how it played all the way out. It's the power of story, right? And Carrie, I know you have some to add and say about that, so I'll let you jump in here about the story.
Yeah, of course. That is me. I had the same experience as Jennifer. I mean, mine was a little different in that I didn't quite make it. I did a lot, but I never got over that hump that that is, as a director, making the movies I want to make. And even movies. Like, I did a lot of other work, and I only did one little feature. I mean, that's just the truth. And I felt up against it. I wrote some screenplays with people. The things were sold, but none of that did for me what I really and truly desired, right? And so when I checked out, it was because I thought I just don't have it, and all the wrong things people say to themselves. And then, like Jennifer said, it comes back around. I had a moment that just said, wait, maybe it's not you, maybe it's the system. Maybe you don't fit that, like you've never fit anything before because you never fit in at school. You didn't fit in with anybody, and somehow you made stuff and got things done anyway. And so I just had that realization, and that's a place Jennifer and I bond. And at the same time, which is probably what Jennifer will say more than what I'll say about it, is then from that perspective, you get to choose what you want to do. Right? You get to choose what your truth is, what your story is. And for me, the story was, okay, I don't fit the system. Well, I'm just gonna create something new, because that's an option, you don't think about when you're in it and you're not succeeding.
No, I love that, and I think that's a great place that we're in of evolution, and awareness is becoming the system, not to necessarily take down or war against another system, just creating something that is true and authentic to ourselves, which is something that then when we come together, of course, in numbers, maybe it does replace the system that's been in. But I think that more importantly, it is that it's replacing the system within ourselves to build that confidence, become obsessed about something, right? You didn't have permission to be obsessed about anything. If you're obsessed about something, that's not that. It's just something that does unfold naturally through those cosmic bitch slaps. So I want to bring it back around to that, Jennifer, with you. Tell us a little bit more about your book and how can people reach out to you? How can they work with you? Tell a little bit about what you do today as an educator.
Right on. So during COVID, I started writing this book because, as I had said a little earlier, I've always been that tribal sin eater, and I'm a catalyst and an educator and a communicator. I don't often refer to myself as a coach because that has all kinds of baggage around it, although, like our friends in social media and LinkedIn and such demand that we use a title like that. But you can have more than one purpose. I have always been an educator all my life. All my life, I've been a catalyst. All my life, I've been a communicator. Yeah, man. So I wrote this book during lockdown because, it was lockdown. What are you going to do? But I wanted to share that story of why I bounced. I was overcome by this thought one day of like, this kind of shit either happens to tons of people, but at the same time, it's so rare. So, yeah, so I sat down and puked that bitch out in like a year during COVID. And so I had this print, like, I don't know, like 100 of them, whatever. And I was basically like giving them away. Oh, I've sold all the things I've printed. Sold all of them. Yes. So you gotta wait for the audio.
Terry, I know that you have a lot to say, and one of the things that Jennifer said, and I'll let you close us out with this, is that we don't know what the next frame is.
Yeah, that's the words I live by. And actually, when Jennifer was talking and about the book, which I read, which is incredible. Yeah, so there's that. Is that when making a movie, when it's really beautiful in the dance, that's all that's happening there for that day. There are no attachments. There are just happenings, creative happenings with people. Um, and I could tell from reading the book, and I know because of Jennifer and I have had many conversations that carries over. It's just unfortunate that world doesn't always work that way. But on those days, that is the breath of fresh air for the world. And um, I also want to say that communication is such a beautiful thing. And I have learned such a great deal from Jennifer without making this next movie yet. What I mean by that is just our shared experience and talking about all that and looking at it from our new perspectives and understanding the co-creative, communicative nature of this art form and the power of story to move people can be infused with that from the get-go before even a movie's made. And that is the antithesis of what drove us out of Hollywood. And it's just such a great journey to be here and be having this conversation with Jennifer. And I have to plug her. The un in unknown is the same as as the un in unlimited. One of my favorite things she says, because I live by that. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer, so much for being here and talking to us.
My pleasure, treasure.
Thank you so much. It's been such a wonderful experience. And I know that our audience is just absolutely going to love and adore and be running down to your website, which I'm going to put up again just one more second. So it's www.cosmicbitchslap.com. And you can find Jennifer there, send her communication, and or look at her services and how she might be able to serve you. Right. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I can't wait to have you back again. And so all of you at home, don't forget that we are working together as a team of passionate storytellers to really bring home the power of story. And we're doing that with 1 million people. So there's plenty of space for you. If you're a passionate storyteller, a business owner that uses story, a creative that uses story, really anything and everything that we do every single day is telling a story. So come join us. And we will see you all next time for Parlor 10. And